Good evening, guys. It is September the 11th. It is Tuesday afternoon at about 5:30. So I have a little bit of time where I can sit in here and kind of work this afternoon because, sorry, I'm trying not to move my phone too much because I am still recording with the phone. I need to get like a stand. Anyway, we are going to Boy Scouts in a little bit. So I don't really want to leave work and then go home and then get back out. So I am going to get a little bit of stuff done, and I will flip you around just a minute and show you. But I'm dealing with a mess right now. I feel like it's never ending. It is never ending. Anyway, excuse me. I mentioned telling you guys about the haul, or a haul that from my Scholastic books that I got. I can't get it out. Anyway, so I'll show you kind of what I got from Scholastic. I got the Who Would Win series, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 15. Some of the kids are reading them. So anyway, here I got this one, the lobsters versus crabs, the hammerhead versus the bull shark, polar bear versus grizzly, the hornet versus the wasp, the ultimate ocean rumble, and I have not read this one yet. So the tarantula versus the scorpion, the rhino versus the hippo, the killer whale versus the great whale, and the rattlesnake versus the secretary bird. So I have those, and I had another teacher actually show me a really cool, I don't have the hyena one. Maybe I do. The Wolverine test. Sorry, I'm like reading the back of this because I was like, I know I have 15, and this is, I guess that's like 12 of them, so maybe I do. I don't know. I had a lot of these last year, and my kids absolutely loved them, but, you know, somehow the favorite books of the kids sometimes disappear because I do let my children or my students take my books home. So it happens. At least they're reading. So, and they're perfect for their level or whatever. So I got those. And I also bought this Stink book. This one was the dollar book for September. So I went ahead and got it. And yeah, I'm going to be ordering some more because I'm trying to remember what the dollar book was. I think it was like a jigsaw mystery for October. So I'm going to be getting a couple of copies of that one because I do a mystery unit and I don't have a lot of jigsaws. So for kind of free stuff, I got some of the Geronimo Stilton, I think I'm saying that right. This was like a 2-pack for $10. So I got the Sweet Dream Sewer Rats, and then I got the Revenge of the Mice. These are great starter chapter books because it keeps their interest with the pictures and the color. They love these in 3rd grade. And then I got a Thea Stilton. And I think this is the new one. This one was actually $5.50. So this is the Niagara Splash one. I've not read it because it's pretty new. So it ended up coming out to $15.50 for these. And I had $15 to spend. So I paid 50 cents for all of these books because of how much me personally, because the 15-pack of the Who Would Win was $30. So they're $2 a book. And then this. So I spent $31. And then I had another student, I think, spend $48. And then another student spent like $16 or something like that. So it came, my book order was almost $100 this month. But so anyway, I got the $15 worth of books. I paid 50 cents for these. And then I ended up, these were also free, the ones I'm about to show you. They are A Ranger in Time, A Rescue on the Oregon Trail, just like this. And I got to pick, these were a free 6-pack. So all of these were completely free. I didn't really like any of the other 6-packs. I thought this one could be good. I wanted to say this was like a level Q. Maybe I may do this with like, I may read it and write like I got a reading plan for it. For my upper group. So I felt like that was pretty good. So I think I counted like, let's see, 15 plus 6 is 21, plus 3 plus 1. So I got 25 books for, I think I did that right. It's the end of the day. Don't kill me if it's not right. Anyway, so 25 books for $31. I don't think that's too shabby. I just spend about 30 bucks each month to add to my book collection, which my library is pretty big, so I'm happy with it. Y'all have seen my library before. Anyway, so I'm going to flip you around and try to get some work done. A couple of like math tests that I needed to grade that didn't get turned in on Friday, and then I wasn't here on Monday because I was at a PD. I don't know if I've even said that yet. I don't know. Anyway, I also let all of my students retake a test. So I sent it home, have their parents sign it. I write on the test the day of the retest, and then I let them retest. I have had students, like, in the past who just don't score well on math. But this year, I have, like, 3 students. And I feel like even with studying, sending home practice sheets, reteaching it, and retesting. I'm just trying to find like the right way to like word all this because I just don't know. I just am getting straight zeros. And I don't know if because I'm doing, a math workshop model where they're collaborating with each other. I do independent work. I do whole class. I give the test, I send the test home, mom signs it, I send home practice sheets for mom to sign, and I encourage them to do their practice sheets by giving them an extra dojo point, and then I'm pulling them back in a small group, and I'm reteaching, and then I'm giving them another test. This is just like a first for me, and I don't know, and a lot of it, what I'm doing right now is number sense, with like the rounding and place value and stuff. So, and I understand for some kids number sense is just harder, but like the way I feel like with teaching math, like I understand that we can move on and they can memorize and get other skills through memorization, but I don't feel like they can have that conceptual understanding if they don't have any number sense. So I really struggle with just saying, like, moving on. I don't know what to do. If you guys have any strategies for teaching number sense, let me know. Anyway, I've got those grades done. I need to get those into the computer, and then I need to stuff my Wednesday folder. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the computer off camera, and then I'm going to get my folders out and start stuffing folders for tomorrow. Okay, guys, so I just got done stuffing my midweek folders. I'm about to head out of here because the boys have Cub Scouts tonight. So I lost a student today, or officially found out I lost a student. Their attendance has been kind of not so consistent. Anyway, so I am back down to 16 students, so I guess I will be the next person to get a new student and the next one because all of my colleagues have 18, so I am 2 less than them. So I will be getting the next 2 students. Last year I had the revolving door as well. Looks like this year I'm up for it too. So it is 6:13 currently, and I am about to head out of here, grab a quick bite to eat, go to Cub Scouts. Hopefully we'll be home by 8 o'clock, if not 8:30. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are not late. Well, comparatively, because the last 2 nights I would be getting home at like a little after 8. So, anyways, I'm going to get out of here and head home. The rest of this can just wait till tomorrow. Bye, guys. Good afternoon, guys. I am sitting here working, actually trying to get my sub plans together. It is 6:04. I'll flip you around and show you what I'm doing in just a second. And kind of how I do my emergency sub plans, and then I will show you like once I'm finished. It's going to take me a couple days because I do a full week's worth of emergency sub plans. We just got an email, so I was checking to see if our schools are closed for Hurricane Florence, and we are still not closed. For a while it was, I think 26 counties, probably about 2/3 of the state were closed. Now it seems like everybody is closed but us. Charlotte just announced, like the Charlotte city schools announced that they were closed, and we are still open. So I'm kind of like happy. I grew up in like through hurricane season and stuff, so I'm not like really scared. But when you shut schools down, then you have to make up those days. So I would rather just push on through. Please ignore my mess back there. I've got to figure out a better solution. Anyway. Oh, no. Anyways, I've got to get out of here because I think it's just me and one custodian. So I'm going to flip you around really quick and show you what I'm doing. It is Wednesday. I need to update my board for tomorrow, and then I'm headed home. So for my sub plans, I have these newspapers that I did not use last year. So I have one on discovering our land. This one is the settlement in South Carolina. And then I have one about the pirates that we had in our area. I have Colonial Life. Then I have Rocky Road to Freedom, which is kind of before the Civil War. And each of these, I'll show you. So it has a full front, usually like 1 or 2 articles on the front, and when you open it up, it has related articles and stuff right there. And then on the back, it has like little puzzles and stuff for them to do, like activity-wise. So these are great for social studies. For math, another teacher that transferred grades was another teacher was actually getting rid of this stuff, so instead of going in the trash, I decided to keep it. So I have some addition, subtraction, and I noticed some of it had backsides to it, and then some basic multiplication, which is great for 3rd grade. So I think it's all 3-number addition, and then 3-digit subtraction, and then some basic multiplication that we do in 3rd. So there's 2 math sheets a day, and like I said, some of them have a backside, so that's fine. And then for grammar, some of it's stuck. I still have to organize it. So for grammar, I just have these grammar sheets, and let's see, which side do they start on? Okay. So they'll start right here, and then it kind of gives them like step-by-step what to do, and then some activities to go with it. Like I have one on statements and questions, one on commands and exclamations, subjects, and then I think the last 2 were nouns. Yeah, nouns and sentences, and singular and plural nouns, so some pretty basic grammar stuff. Then I found a couple of reading strategies, and I think for like extra stuff, I'm going to pull some of the reading strategies out of the Jennifer Saravello book, But for writing, I'm definitely pulling some. And then I'm just going to give, like, in my sub plans, just put, like, 1 or 2 prompts to go. I'm going to just copy the page. I'm going to have a hard copy for my sub and my sub plans. And then I'll give 1 or 2 prompts to go with each of those strategies I'm using. And then and I actually printed this one wrong. Anyway, for reading, these are like 11 pages, but I printed 4 on each page, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then there's lots of comprehension questions. And I actually got this out of our PACT book, which I believe was 3 state tests ago. So we had PACT, and then PASS, and then I think it was ATC Aspire, and now we have South Carolina Ready. That is pretty much it. I just need to finish stapling my reading packets, and then I'm probably going to print up some writing prompts so that the sub can just like staple them in their notebooks, and they'll go along with like her teaching. I feel like I probably have more than enough to last the full day, but better than not having enough. So I feel good with this. And what I will do is kind of put it in like a file. I'm either going to put it in like one of these, or one of the like the crates, or like a file box, and just have it in hanging files, and then just have each day. But like I said, when I finish getting that prepped, my goal is to have it done by Monday. So when I finish getting that prepped, I will definitely show you, and you can kind of see how I do a full week's worth of emergency plans ready to go. So today we made cookies to represent our regions, okay, of South Carolina. Who can raise their hand and tell me what region is it, the candy corn, and what does the candy corn represent? Mason.
Candy corn is the mountains for the Blue Ridge region.
Yes, the candy corn represents the mountains for the Blue Ridge region. Very good. Who can raise their hand and tell me what the chocolate chips represent? Miley.
It represents the hills.
The hills of what?
The hills of
The hills of what region?
Piedmont region.
The hills of the Piedmont region. And what comes next, Stephen?
The Sandhill region.
The Sandhill. And what do we have to represent the Sandhills? Satoria.
Yellow.
Yellow sprinkles. Why? Why would we have yellow sprinkles to represent the Sandhills? Alexa.
Because it's very sandy.
There's lots of sand there. All right. Then what do we have in our intercoastal zone? What do we have in our intercoastal zone, Rayleigh?
Chocolate sprinkles.
Chocolate sprinkles. Why do we have chocolate sprinkles in our intercoastal zone? Emily.
Because there's rich soil.
There's what?
Rich soil.
Very rich soil. Okay? And then we have the green sugar to represent what region? What region, Kayshawn?
The soft green grass.
The soft green grass. It does represent soft green grass, but what region are we in now, Angel?
The rain is something like the
Nice. Help her out, Zatoria.
outer.
The outer coastal zone, yes.
I'm typing it.
Okay, and then finally, what is our last region of South Carolina? What is the last region of South Carolina, Cortez? The coastal zone. And what do we have to represent the coastal zone? The blue sugar. Why do I have blue sugar?
Because it's near the beach.
Mason.
Because it's near the beach and near the ocean.
It's near the beaches and the oceans. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, September the 18th. The reason it is Tuesday is because we were out Friday and yesterday because of Hurricane Florence. The storm did come through here. It had died down majorly before it got here. The only issue was there was lots of rain, so there were some of the roads were washed out and some minor flooding. Nothing super major, but the city seems to be better now, and we are going about our daily lives. All of my students were here today except one, so I think everybody is safe and okay. I think the worst that happened from what I had heard was one person had their house, a tree fell in their house, and then several people, or lots of people in the area were without power. I want to say between our area, like the Charlotte metro area, there was, I don't know, I want to say it was over 70,000 people without power. I never lost power, so I'm very fortunate. Yay. However, we came back in our grades. Our progress report still must go home tomorrow. And I did not have a reading or a writing grade, so I did an assessment today on both reading and writing. I have graded all of my writing assessments while they were doing their reading assessments. And I'm going to get those graded this afternoon and put those grades in. What else? I need to stuff my red folders because those go home tomorrow as well. And then there's also a retirement party for somebody that retired last year, so I need to go get a couple things done and go show my face at that. I think it starts in about 24 minutes, so I have a few minutes to kind of run around and do some stuff. But I will definitely check back in with you guys in a little bit and show you kind of my plans this week and what we've gotten into. And yeah, all right, I will see you guys soon. Bye.